Yeah, in the yesterday's class we discussed about rules kinds. We call them rule kinds or kinds of rules, you can say. So there are four kinds of rules: initiator rule, agent rule, routing rule, and notification rule. So each rule has its own purpose, why we are creating the rule or why the rule is existing. And you have to remember are very important. These rules are very important from interview point of view as well. So we are in the second step of MSMP, that is maintain rules. In the first step, as I told you, select the process ID, appropriate process ID, and then decide whether you want to go in the change mode or display mode. Then move on to the second step, which is called as maintain rules. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about rule kinds. Now coming to rule types. So there is a very slight difference between them, so don't get confused here. Even in interview also don't try to get confused. Rule kinds means the four types of rules, four kinds of rules what we discussed yesterday. And coming to rule types, so it is like a BRF plus rule, function module based rule, ABAP class based rule, and BRF plus flat rule. Okay, what exactly is rule type? Let me show you here in system. Suppose when I click on add here, so here you can see rule kinds are, these are the kinds: initiator rule, routing rule, agent rule, and notification rule. When you go to rule type, BRF plus rule, function module based rule, ABAP class based rule, and BRF plus flat rule. So type means origin, how that rule has been created. If the rule has been created using BRF plus application, so that is called as BRF plus rule or BRF plus flat rule. If the rule is created using your ABAP coding, then that is called as ABAP class based rule. And if you are creating the role, or if the rule is created by function modules, then it is referred to as function module based rule. Okay, so these are the four types of rules we have regarding the origin of that. So it indicates, rule type indicates, let me put you some data here. So it indicates how the rule is created. So that is the meaning of it. If you use BRF plus application to create a rule, that is called as BRF plus rule or BRF plus flat rule. If you are using ABAP language or ABAP programming to create a rule, that is called as ABAP class based rule. If you are creating a rule using function module based rule, that is function module means uh, anyone from programming background in the group? Any basic programming also is fine, like C, C++, Java in your college graduation time. Anyone remember what is a function in the programming?
See, function is the is kind of subroutine which will provide once we pass the some input, it will give the calculate something and it will give the return value.
Okay,
This kind
yes,
of right.
right. Any other definition? Say suppose uh, if you remember, anybody in C, C++, we have sine function, sine or cos. So inside there would be a ready-made program for it. The program will be written, not exactly ABAP program. It could be anything. It's ready-made. So you give input to it and there is an output to it. So this is your input. Sine function, suppose sine x. So in x place you can put whatever the value you want, and then you get the output of it. That could be diagram or something like that. So inside we have ready-made thing. So that is called as a function. And we can use this function in multiple times and multiple places. You can call this function wherever you go, remotely also. So that is the same format here also. Function module based means which is already a ready-made program has been written, and using those things they will create a rule. So that rule is called as function module based rule. Okay, clear everyone regarding the types?
The major difference between BRO plus rule and BRO plus flat rule.
Okay, this I will discuss when we come to BRF plus application. So we'll be discussing about the BRF plus application for customizing of the rules. Then there I will discuss about this. So at this time it is too early to discuss. Any other doubt?
So, is there any difference between BR plus rule and flat rule? Sridhar?
Yes, there is a difference that I will discuss during the BRF plus application when we come there. So that we are going to use in a workflow concept. So it is better to show you the application and tell you the difference.
All right.
Right. Now, if you see, already in a GRC, there are some standard rules are available. These are the standard rules, and all of them are of function module based rules. So now you can understand function module based means ready-made programs have been written in SAP GRC for these rules. So these are the rule kinds you can observe on the rule. Agent rule. Agent rule determines approver. Like what? Alternate role approver, current approver, manager agent, other approvers, point of contact, requester agent, role owner agent, security lead agent, SPM owner agent. So here SPM owner means firefighter ID owner. User agent, current approvers. These are initiator rules we have. This is default initiator and this is custom initiator. So they used BRF plus application to create this custom rule initiator. This is a custom one. And then we have routing rules like SOD violations and no role owner chained routing rule. SOD violations check, training verification routing rule. So in some of the clients they are using the concept of training. So end user has to be given training before he gets SAP access. So if he is not getting passed in the training or assessment, whatever you call it, that after completion of training there will be an assessment, and in the assessment if he fails, so this particular there will be a stage like a training department. This training department will not approve his access. So what we do is in the path, in our path we build whatever the path we build. So we include training as one of our stage. So let us say the first one is manager and the second one is training stage, and then third one is role owner, and then comes security. So this could be some clients are using this concept. So they are including training as one of the stage. So if training is failed,